And we are talking about this very violent night from here, right here in the city of Detroit. We know that there were 5 separate shooting investigations and 7 victims. Now, it started with the shooting of a music video, but the drama quickly became all too real as the sound of gunfire rung out across several different neighborhoods.
In fact, since late last night, as we mentioned, there have been 5 different shootings, at least 7 different victims. Nick Monticelli is live this morning to update us on the very latest in the investigations. Nick?
Sandra, good morning to you. I'll be honest, it's been kind of hard to keep track of all the things that are happening because this is a situation where it's changing by the moment. In fact, we just got the news that there is a second victim involved in that music video shooting over near 94 and Van Dyke. Where we're standing right now is where an 18-year-old was killed in a drive-by shooting. In fact, I want to show you that video because there's a whole lot of things that we don't want to show you here live on the scene. Blood and some things just aren't very setting for you. So again, take a look at the video. This one was a drive-by shooting, 2 men sitting inside of a red Nissan, and it was a horrible situation where they were just sitting there. Somebody drove by and started firing into that car, killing that 18-year-old, and a 22-year-old was also hit. He is in the hospital as well. So there's a map that I can show you that shows you really what's going on here. 1:50 in the morning, a 42-year-old man was shot on Broad Street near Collingwood, got into an argument, no arrest there. That victim is unstable. 1:50 in the morning, elsewhere, a 20-year-old woman shot at 7 Mile and Lasher. She is in stable condition. 11 o'clock last night, another woman shot, Ann Glenn McNichols. She is in stable condition. She drove herself to the hospital. Again, that 18-year-old was killed here near Kelly and Moross on Detroit's east side. And also the music video shooting we were talking about. That happened near 94 and Van Dyke. And that's a strange situation. They were shooting a music video. They were having some fun. Things escalated. Words were exchanged, and then shots were fired. That then turned into a situation where it was kind of a rolling gun battle from block to block to block, involving this white SUV and a red Charger. At some point, the Charger ran the SUV, sending it into a tree. They were driving all over front lawns. Then shots were fired. They found 2 different guns, 2 different types of shell casings, and they sent 2 people to the hospital. 1 is in stable condition, 1 is in critical condition. That's the latest information we have. And we've talked to the neighbors who are just fed up with what's happening.
It's making me want to move. I mean, the city has really got too much crime going on. And that store on the corner down there, a lot of them hang out down on that corner down there. We've called a number of times regarding them hanging out down there. Sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. But it's getting kind of bad.
Again, a whole lot of things happening this morning. The worst of it, the 18-year-old that was killed right here. And now we've learned that there's another person in critical condition that was taken to the hospital. Everett and Sandra, to try to kind of put a finer point on this, there's so much information changing minute by minute. I was talking to the officers. They were saying that there were so many gunshot victims going to the hospital, they were having a hard time keeping track of which victim belonged to which different scene because some of them weren't cooperating, some of them couldn't talk to each other. That's why the information is changing all morning long.
Yeah, and it's probably going to take a little while to kind of sift through all of that information with just chaos, really, it sounds like. Right. Nick, thank you so much.